Do you like this show? And how much?
So much.
Yep.
All the much. This was
all the much.
All the much. So here's something that I wanted to say. As somebody who's seen it, as somebody who knows a few people that have seen the show, sadly, I don't know a ton of people.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking Bad was very big when it released, right? But I think it got bigger after it was over, and
I think
people
so
were like,
too.
you need to watch this show.
Yeah.
You need to watch this show. And then it came on Netflix, and people were like, okay, I can watch this whole show now, right? So I think a lot of people's first watching of Breaking Bad was relatively close to when Better Call Saul came out. And so I think what happened is people watch Breaking Bad, and Breaking Bad is an undertaking.
Oh, in so many ways.
It's exhausting.
It's very, very. We had to stop watching it in the middle because Courtney was working at DCFS with foster kids and so many different like abusive situations and all this stuff, where she would come home from a heavy day of work. And she's like, I can't watch Breaking Bad.
No.
So we took like a hiatus because it's that heavy of a show.
It is that heavy of a show. So I think the reason why this show isn't as successful was because I think that was a lot of people's feelings. They just made it through Breaking Bad for the most part. I watched the first episode of Better Call Saul the day it released, and I didn't watch it for like 3 years after that.
Yeah.
And I think it was because I had recently watched Breaking Bad, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm going to get all into this story again, like everything like that. And I will say the first couple seasons take a little bit longer to hook you.
Oh, the first episode, I didn't think I was going to watch the show.
Right.
I don't know if you remember me telling you, like, dude, when does this get good?
Yeah. You even watched the first season, and I was like, keep watching, keep watching, keep watching.
Yeah, well, it's like with Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, it's like you finally, for the first time in your life, you run a marathon. And afterwards, you're so jazzed by it, like, oh man, like I ran this marathon. It was hard, but I did it. Yeah. And then the next day you wake up and someone's like, it's time to run it again.
Exactly.
And it's like, I don't think I could do that.
Exactly.
So you have to take a break. That's exactly what it is. So I get
what
that.
I want to say to everybody, if you love Breaking Bad and maybe you've given Better Call Saul a chance, or if you haven't, please do.
Yeah.
Because it is worth the 6 seasons.
Yeah.
In some ways, I like this more than Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah.
In other ways, I like Breaking Bad more. Mm-hmm. But that's why they're different, though.
They go hand in hand, though. They do different things. I think there are a lot of, and I don't think I could name one perfectly, but I think there are a lot of spin-off shows that just never feel like the real thing. Mm-hmm. Marvel always comes to mind with that, where it's you love this thing and then they make a spin-off show of one of the characters and it's horrible.
Secret
and
Invasion.
Bummed. Yeah, Secret Invasion. Then there's this, and it's the perfect spin-off.
Perfect.
It's exactly what you want. So I mean, yeah, give it a try. And it's also not to try to trick you into feeling okay, but it's kind of like a frog in boiling water, you know, that whole thing where you put the frog in the colder water and then you boil it slowly and it doesn't know it's dying.
Yeah.
So it's not one of those shows that kind of feels heavy right away, whereas Breaking Bad, pretty quickly, it's heavy.
Well, even just him needing to kill the kid the first time, they demonstrate it so well that it does feel very heavy, right? It's not like, because by the end, he's killing people and it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But the first one's like, oh my gosh, like he's killing this person, you know? So please, it's all on Netflix.
Yeah.
Go watch it.
It's
so
great.
Good.
It's so good. It will make you happy.
And if the first seasons you're a little like, it's not that great, just keep going.
Push through. It's worth it.
It's so worth it.
As somebody who has been where you are, it's worth it. I won't spoil anything for you here.
I was basically begging Sam to finish it.
Literally push through it. It is so good. So good. We are going to talk for the first time about an entire TV show.
You
Them
finally
in love
watched
in
Better Call Saul.
and for the first time in forever. It was good.